Hello, everybody. Right now, I'd like to talk about a Senate race in Maine between two different people. First, I'm going to talk about Janet Mills. Janet Mills is a run-of-the-mill centrist Democrat out of Maine. She is the governor currently. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a few reasons that I do not want her to win. So let's start off with a compliment. Whenever you criticize somebody, let's start off with things that she likes. She's an adult. She wants a democracy. That's about it. Unfortunately, she's 77 right now. By the time, if she wins the election, she'll be 78 when she wins it, and she'll be 84 when her term is up. And since we actually have 5 Democratic people in the House already die this year, with an 88-year-old lady who still has dementia, I don't think we need another old lady. So there's that. The age debate has absolutely come back again, and the Democratic leadership is ignoring it again. But not everybody that's up in their 70s is useless. You can actually be very helpful to society because you have a lifetime, 2-3 lifetimes of experience even. You've seen a lot. But unfortunately, that wisdom is not really landed on Janet Mills the way us progressives would like. Down in the description, I'll have a link to her voting record. Shows you what she did that's good, and it shows you what she did was bad. I'm just going to rail off a couple things in this video right now, because these are the reasons I don't want her to win. When a bill in the state came by to prohibit excessive prices on drugs, she vetoed it. When actually a bill came to her desk that would decriminalize prostitution and increase the penalties for those who are exploiting. In other words, they leave the prostitutes alone and they start cracking down on the pimps. She vetoed it. And the list of this kind of stuff keeps going on. Now, there's a lot of things that she vetoed that she did a good job for it. And I appreciate her for that. But anything that really helps out those who are struggling financially, she kind of vetoes the issues. Vetoing the price of drugs, allowing pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies really to price gouge the living crap out of American citizens. This is the kind of candidate that will basically hand someone like Donald Trump the reins just by the way she's actually acting and being. Go through the link in the description and see what she actually did, because elections have a way of misrepresenting people, and you get to see it yourself. The bottom line is this. She is a corporate Democrat that likes to help out Democrats with money and completely ignores the 2/3 of the population that lives paycheck to paycheck. That's why I don't like her. So, her challenger, who's the presumptive front runner, Graham Plattner, he's going to save the day, right? He embraces the progressive agenda. He was for universal health care. For free tuition. He's for all the good things that us in the progressive movement like. Isn't that correct? It is correct. But Graham Plattner has one disadvantage over Janet Mills. Although he is half her age, he's around the same age as me. Even though he can communicate to trades workers, he can communicate to younger people, and he can get them to vote for him, and I believe he can, Graham Plattner might be one of the dumbest people in the Democratic Party. He absolutely has no brain cells. So at least he's smarter than Fetterman, who's literally brain damaged. But John Fetterman is not going to woo people with his intelligence. He's about as sharp as a potato. Now, I like his agenda, and if I was in the Maine, I'd probably vote for him. But we're not really going to be electing a leader. We're going to be electing a follower. I think he'll go along with the progressive agenda, but I don't think he has what it takes right now as a candidate to lead anything. You can see in his past remarks, which I don't care about, and you can see in the way he kind of carries himself that he's just not that sharp of a guy. The good news is this. There is no good news. We're going to be having a corporate centrist who hates poor people against a man who likes poor people that is absolutely dull as a butter knife. And that is the unfortunate choice that the people in Maine in the Democratic primary have to go through. The silver lining is, at least we don't have to deal with Susan Collins anymore. But the not so silver lining is we're going to put someone up there who's an idiot.